The only time I have heard of this game is when it was being displayed for sale for free through my PlayStation Plus subscription, and I saw the trailer to this game, and it is unlike anything I've ever seen before in this capacity. I'll explain why in a few moments. But for now, let's get started. Cue the intro. Yo, what is up, my Cinedroids? G to the S here. Today, I'm gonna be reviewing Erica, where we, the gamers, control, of course, Erica. Played excellently by Holly Earl, a young lady plagued with nightmares about her father's murder, with the traumatic events of her childhood dragged back into the light via grisly new clues. It's up to us to unearth the shocking truth. Now, first off, being that this is a video game that acts as if this could play out as a VOD movie, the camera work and cinematography in this game looks amazing. It looks like if Nancy Drew had her own choose-your-own-adventure video game like this. It looks that good. Now, when it comes to the gameplay controls, all you're doing is that you're choosing the dialogue options with only just the touchpad on your DualShock wireless controller. And at first, it felt a little difficult to handle. But once I played this game twice just recently, I warmed up and I said to myself, well, they did film real live action footage for this game, so it makes sense that they had to incorporate the use of a touchpad feature in this game. But that doesn't mean that's a bad thing at all. If anything, I enjoyed it. It makes it more interactive that way. So for that, kudos to the people over at London Studio and Flavorworks for making the gameplay controls simple and straightforward, rather than just making it confusing and difficult to handle. Keep up the great work, guys. Also, when it comes to the game's story and plotline, sure, my only gripe with this game is that I wish it would go on for just a teensy bit longer. The game's almost as long as your typical live-action murder mystery movie, just about 2 hours long. Interesting. But still, the story to this game was not only intriguing to play, but also, of course, to watch at the same time. In terms of the game's execution, I love it when live action footage can be incorporated in a video game like this. It's kind of like the game Night Trap. Check out my review of that if you want, where we have live action footage. Granted, it was filmed in the late 80s, early 90s, so the PS4 quality doesn't quite match the modern look, since the game was first released on the Sega CD first. But I thought it was cool to see that the developers who made it at the time wanted to create this cool illusion that we, the gamers, get to trigger the traps that were actually built on set, just for us to trigger at the right moment that the augurs get near the traps. This is kind of like the same thing, except that it doesn't involve traps for us to trigger at the right moment. The antagonists get near the traps. This is a choose-your-own-adventure murder mystery type of game. If you guys played any Telltale game at some point, then I don't need to explain any more details on that concept. All of you know how to play these games, right? Anyway, my point is, the way they incorporated live action footage in this game is something I have not experienced in a long while. Great job! Let's see if you guys can keep this up from here. And speaking of mystery, the way they incorporated that into the story is really gratifying. Being that this is a story that involves a main character's father who was murdered in cold blood. The game plays around with that concept, and we, the gamers, have that opportunity to experience that in a way that doesn't feel too tedious and repetitive. And when it comes to the game's dramatic and emotional tone, the way they show Erica's traumatic PTSD flashbacks and how they executed how haunting it gets when we get to experience her painful moments. In terms of character development, we as the audience, we feel for her. In this context, it makes logical sense that she would be this damn transfixed after experiencing something like that. Seeing your parent, be it a mother or a father, get murdered right in front of you with your very own eyes, it's scary. So the developers did a really fantastic job of showing what a murder in front of a child feels like, without the need to tell us word for word the traumatic event that happened during the first half of the game. Again, let's see if they can keep this up from here, please. Also, the direction coaching from Jack Attridge. Again, this almost acts as if this could be a live-action murder mystery movie on either Netflix or Prime Video or something, but in a good way, because the actors and actresses look like they're giving powerhouse performances performances from beginning to end. And plus, I can't pick a favorite from the entire cast because I feel like they all did a phenomenal job. Granted, a few don't get as much screen time as others, but still, they did a fantastic job nonetheless. So yeah, guys, in the end, I thought the game Erica was a fantastic and excellent choice-based live-action murder mystery style game with memorable characters, well-executed mystery, very intense imagery, amazing set pieces, and well-crafted emotion to grab my attention. In short, sure, it's not the best game ever made, but it's still a very enjoyable one nonetheless. And as a result, I rate Erica a solid game rating. If you guys are interested in getting this game for yourselves, go for it. I highly recommend it. Just keep in mind that there are some things in the game that might make you feel emotional or might be too intense to watch if you're a little too squeamish. But still, great game all around. Get it for yourselves if you're interested. So Erica, have you guys played it? If you have, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Answers down below, please. Also, if you like this video and you want to see some more, make sure that like button shines in your face. That'll totally help me out a ton. Also, share it with your family and friends and favorite it. That's a very good way to show support for this review. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell right next to you so you can be notified of future videos I have in store for you. Also, if you want a shout out in a future video, just follow me on my Instagram page and I will choose one of my Cinedroids to be displayed as a shout out. The link's in the description below. Also, you guys don't have to do this if you don't want to. I understand. But if there's a rare chance that you are interested in doing so, there's a little join button down below the video, just right next to the subscribe button. Or if you guys are watching it on an Apple device, be it iPhone, iPad, or whatever it is that you're using, there will be a link in the description so that way it can make it easier for you. But either way, if you click on the link or the button below, not only will you join my YouTube membership program, but you also have access to loyalty badges, custom-made emojis I created for myself, week early access to future reviews, and a special shout out from yours truly. So if you guys want to be mentioned in a video, just click on the link or the button below and become a member. It doesn't cost you much. It only costs about $2.99 a month to join. So make sure you click on the link or the button and become an OG Cinedroid in no time. Also, I set up a Patreon page for you guys to check out as well. There will also be a link in the description so that way you can visit my page and gain access to up to 4 membership tiers. On my page, I post nerdy fan polls, book audio reviews, and I'm planning to do movie/TV show episode commentaries, both audio and visual, on my page as well, uncut and full length. So if that's your cup of tea, if you guys are interested, go to the link below, become a patron, and let's get to know each other a bit more. Also, if you want to subscribe to my gaming channel, there's either a link in the description or at the icon card in the top right corner of your screen. Go over there, subscribe, and let's just have fun together. Also, if you want to subscribe to my regular GS Productions channel, there will be a link in the description so that way you can check that out as well. Show it some love. It really helps out a lot. But until then, I'll see you next time. Peace out.